Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Celestium Talks. I'm your host, Luel, on the mic. And unfortunately, in today's episode, you will only be hearing my voice and not seeing my face because in this episode, I would like to, just focus on, having an audio podcast. Although I am knowledgeable that there is like, visual and visual podcasts available online, and a lot of people do it right now, especially on YouTube. But I just feel like I'm just missing out what's really my target, which was, just focusing on my voice. In the past last 2 weeks, kasi, I have focused on, getting on the reactions of my reaction on how I react. I want you to focus on how I react, and also see my facial expression while I read the evaluation of my classmates for me, because I think it was vital in that given situation. And as of now, I really just want to go back to do audio podcasting. But don't you worry, I promise you that there will be future episodes that I'll be seeing my face. Like that two episodes is not the end of me really seeing my face, that's all. And but before I really go on to and deep dive into this episode, I just want to advancedly apologize to you, as always, that there will be background noises that you will be hearing in this podcast, especially from the vehicles outside of our house. And it's already given. So yeah, I'm just going to remind you, especially for the new audiences that I have. Wow, parang my new audience. But yes, anyway. So as you currently all know that, and I specifically know that I think every one of us is now on our vacation, especially for the students who are just finished the second semester of their, I don't know, their grading or their school. And I think a lot of us is on vacation mode right now, and seriously, I am. And I'm dreading that it's already like there is less than a month before school starts again. And you know what, I just really want to embrace I just really want to embrace na the vacation, and just live my relaxed life for the weeks that I have got free time for myself, and just unwind, because um grade 11 for me was very stressful, and I have said it quite a lot of times now, especially in other podcast episodes that I have published in here YouTube and also Spotify, that I have seriously a lot of breakdowns and meltdowns during my year, as I am like any other student here in the Philippines. I'm transitioning from traditional face to face to online learning or distance learning. And after that after that fight after that fight talaga, may gera. After that war, I guess, it quite took a toll on me. And but we have to stay strong, and I'm currently recharging myself, because you have nothing to apologize if you want to rest, because getting enough rest, or just quickly, not quickly, but replenish, and just uh energize yourself before this another school year kicks out. You have to be ready mentally, physically, emotionally also. So I have been doing a lot of relaxing times. I think I'm more than I should be. but, but to tell you the truth, I still do, like, some household chores, because who doesn't, like, as a the oldest sibling in the house, and as just a girl in general, I still have to do household chores, which I think my mom would disagree, but mom doesn't always see me inside the house because sometimes she's at the clinic doing her of course job, and of course my father isn't always around as he goes to his work in his office. So yeah, I just want to keep an open mind and take this with a grain of salt. I guess. Sorry, mom and dad, if you're listening. Sorry, po. But yeah, I have been doing a lot of relaxing time, especially now that we have my family, especially specifically my mom, my dad, and also my lola, my or my grandmother in my father's side is done renovating and also building our second house, which was our dati kasi ano yun eh yung bahay kubo namin, like ngayon it's made of concrete na talaga, full concrete, and it already has a second floor. So since it's already done, like why not hang out there, especially when it's really designed for us to like chill out, and it's only composed of like specifically a sofa with is a sofa and a bed, which is practically like something or somewhere that you would let go of all of your stress. So I think that's like the main function of that new house, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, so I've been hanging out there a lot, of course, with my sister. I think you would see that in my stories, my IG stories specifically. Like I mostly post that on my social media if you're following me, just so you know. So yeah, we've been hanging out there a lot, and I just realized that I have been in all of the years, no, not years, but in all of the months in 2021, that's the most time that I have used my Spotify playlist. And I can tell you that because since school year starts this 2021, because since January I have been doing online classes, and I have been seriously out of focus, and just no, not out of focus, but I have been neglecting like some of my relaxed time. So and one of the apps that I usually do to relax is play my Spotify playlist. But since I was doing homework and a lot of stuff, I haven't been on my Spotify, which was a little bit disappointing. Or I think ano kasi my father is really like the host of our Spotify premium for the family. Like he had availed that, so I think medyo nasasayangan na bakit hindi ko nagamit yung Spotify ko with those past months, and ngayon ko lang siya sinusulit, which is yeah, I have to kasi medyo mahal din naman yung premium, diba, subscription. And since then I just decided like I have to kailangan kong gamitin yung Spotify ko as much as possible. And since I have a lot of free time, that's my main point. I have a lot of free time nowadays, so I usually just listen to my Spotify and just chill, especially when I'm done watching K-dramas and I want to rest my eyes and just sleep or read a book. I would always open Spotify on our smart TV, or I just get on with the speaker and just pull up my cell phone and just open Spotify. Oh, and by the way, this is not sponsored in any way. I'm pretty this is purely just my preference, and there's no way, shape, or form that this is sponsored. And I think there isn't, that's impossible right now, especially in my current status on YouTube. Let's be honest here, guys. Hindi ako famous, guys, and I acknowledge that. But yeah, that's really out of the topic. But going back to my point here is this episode is all about my newest playlist, or what I called my universal playlist on Spotify, which is currently private in my account. If you are wondering, because malay ko ba baka gusto nyo rin kasing i-follow yung playlist ko after I read all of this. And just so you know that this is playlist is still private, but maybe when I upload this video, or no, not video, this podcast episode, maybe I would consider making it in public so that you could follow my Spotify playlist and just hang out with me, chill out with me, and imagine that I am beside you, chilling with you. Chilling like a villain. Yeah, joke lang. Ayoko nun. Sorry. Na LSS ako dun LSS ako dun sa sa ice cream. Paano kasi pinapatugtog ni Sai yun kagabi pa eh. I will know. Hindi pa kasi Sai nagpatugtog nun. Actually, it's my sister Mira. She loves that MV, that Blackpink MV. So blink na siya, guys. Just for your information, because she loves the aesthetic of the music video. But anyway, I called it my universal playlist because, first of all, it's a playlist, or like a hangout music. No, not a hangout music. The music that I always go through when I'm just doing something normal, or I just want to just upbeat my life a little, and in anything that I would want to do currently, especially when I'm just doing my chores, or even just reading a book. And basically, kahit ano siya, playlist ko siya sa kahit anong gawin ko, kasi particularly if you really don't know me well, I am really particular about the music that I would want to listen, especially during my school days. I specifically have different music that I would want to play in different subjects that different school subjects that I am currently reading on or passing. And kasi ganun ako ka-meticuloso. Like, yeah, ganun ako sa music ko. Dati kasi meron ako iba-ibang playlist pa, para kunwari nag-gym, nag-workout ako, or kaya naglilinis ako. But I created this playlist because I think that I believe that the music that is in here is like universal. Like, it can be played in anything that you want to do, especially if you want to get out your creative juices. I think this is the perfect playlist for me. So this is just like my preference, and also my taste in currently my taste in music nowadays. I still do love classical music, and also a little bit of hip hop, and also pop music, especially American pop, because it is influential in my father's side. We both love that kind of stuff, and I think I have my father passed on that genes of his to me. kaya medyo malapit yung mga style ng mga preference na music namin, kaya kami laging nagka-click. But as a teenage girl, there are some things that I just really want, which is like more aesthetically vibe for lo-fi, and also just chill music, that especially that you want to play during while you are in a cafe, inside a cafe. So yeah, I'm just giving you a heads up. This mostly all the songs is quite mellow, and also a little bit of hip hop, but not too intense, except for I think the last music that is currently in here in my playlist. So yeah, I think I gave a really long introduction for that, so I just want to get into the songs that is in here. So yeah, let's get started. The first Ano ba yan? The first song that is on my universal playlist on Spotify is number one, Perhaps Love by Eric Nam and Cheese. Do note that this is in Hangul or in Korean. Um, but I really love the vibe of this song because it's really like very chill, and their voices is really calming that that even when I'm very angry and I can just play this song and my anger will subside because the Eric Snum's voice, especially with in tandem with Cheese, is very calming. And it just makes me calm and happy. Yeah, that's it. And especially this is very good when you're in your period. So for the girls out there, so this is like my favorite song at the moment. So yeah, hope that if you want to listen to it, why not give it a try. Next is, this is one of the cutest songs that is ever present in the whole world, which is Galaxy by Bowl 4. This is also in Korean. It's a K-pop music. Bowl 4 is like I know her since her interview with Henry Low in one of, I think, if I'm not mistaken, variety shows in Korea. But I first heard her there, and she sings so lovely, and that was like ages ago, but her voice is really so cute, and I don't know how to say this, masyado siyang soft, and like it's like a baby singing to you, but a very graceful way. That's all that I can say, particularly to her voice. Like, I can't really imitate her voice. It's it's really unique and quite calming. That's why it's very like cafe vibes, especially Galaxy when she sings the hooks and the chorus parts. It's really so good and satisfying. So if you want a really calming song, you can check this out, and it's also a good vibe, especially if you're having a bad day. So yeah. Next is Your Dog Loves You by I think Cold and Crush. Wait lang. Medyo nakalimutan ko na yung ano nito. I think this first three songs, by the way, is from another Spotify playlist that I just got, that I just added on the playlist that I currently have, which is the universal playlist nga that I have, and which is entitled Dalcom Cafe. You could it's like an official playlist on Spotify. You can see those three songs available there, and yeah, it's quite but it's quite long, but I have specifically chosen these three songs because I really love them out of all of them. Your Dog Loves You is really so cute in a sense that it's so chill. It's like the ones that you could hear, especially in daily vlogs on vloggers on YouTube. That's like the typical sound and melody that you would hear, and also the beats. It's quite leaning towards lo-fi, but it doesn't have that cracky and airy background noise, but it does have that melody which really lean towards lo-fi music. So maybe you can add some of there if you would like. So yeah. So the next song is Orbit by Wasa. I love this song. This is not ito na yung song na out na ng Dalcom Cafe playlist sa Spotify. This is really a golden song that I have discovered through K-drama, specifically this OST is from, ano na nga yung title nun? Kingdom? I know King. Ano Kingdom? Like King, Eternal Monarch from Netflix. Although it has like really bad ratings, like disappointing ratings, because even though Lee Min Ho was the main lead there, it doesn't have like the highest ratings of all time. It doesn't break any records, but I tell you, this song is golden, especially when Wasa sung it. Like, my gosh, like this is an it song. to tell you the truth, me and my sister really love this song to the point that we sing this on top of our lungs in the second floor of our new house, and we always sing this every time before we go to sleep. Wait, ang tama ba yun? Basta, naintindihan nyo naman siguro yun, no? Because sometimes we feel a bit lonely, and I think the Orbit by Waso is really inspiring and relatable. That's all I can tell you. It's really emotional, so yeah, you can sing it if you're really having a hard time, or you're in the middle of a breakup. Joke lang. But the lyrics is quite like a very sad love song. So that's all I could tell you. Next is Airplane by Stray Kids. Just so you know, I am a new Stay. So if you don't know Stay, that is the name of their fandom of Stray Kids, and I'm a recently turned Stay because of their God's Menu, but MV since then, and especially my biased voice is Lee Felix Youngbook, which really caught my attention, especially when he sung that two lines. That's very two lines. Like yung looking like the chef, I'm a 5-star Michelin. To tell you the truth, when I first heard that, it really shook my mind. Like I didn't know he had that voice, and it isn't really like his singing voice lang. It's even in his original voice when he do interviews, especially when he is speaking in his native language, which is English, specifically Aussie English, because he lived in Australia, born and raised. His accent with that deep voice is so satisfying. That's why I really did love him. Not because of his visuals, but to be honest, he's quite good looking also. But the first thing that caught my attention was really his voice. But anyway, I really got off the topic. So because I just told you how I was converted because of Felix. Anyway, so Airplane by Stray Kids is really a vibe, a really hip hoppy vibe, but a really chill one, a really chill hip hop vibe. So I hope that you could understand what I'm saying. But yeah, that's totally it. Airplane by Stray Kids is one of included in their newest album, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm currently excited for their upcoming comeback. So I'm really anticipating that. Actually, it's already on my calendar. Anyway, so yeah, you can check that out if you really want something, especially if you're working out. This is a very good song, a very underrated song of theirs in their newest album. So if you want to check it out, why not? If you really want to feel good, especially when you're doing chores. So okay, that's all the ramble I could give you. Next in my playlist is Love Poem by IU. It's originally sung by IU, but I really love the rendition from the Kingdom. If you don't know Kingdom, it's like a Korean variety show in South Korea, obviously. It's a Korean variety show where idols, specifically not the famous ones pa, like the mostly the rookie ones, or yeah, basically that, if I'm not mistaken. They compete, and this is one of the episodes where they are put into groups, and they will this was against two teams, Mayfly, and the other one was, I can't remember what, I think one, like number one, yung isang name ng team. And this one was the vocal competition where they have to sing only, because there are three elements of basically any K-pop group, or basically any K-pop song that you would see, especially in a comeback. First is the dance or the choreography, obviously. Next is the vocals, and last is the rappers in a song, which really caught off guard a lot of foreigners, and especially when they first hear K-pop. So this is like the competition, vocal competition between the two teams, and Love Poem by IU was renditioned from the team Mayfly, which was sung by the members Yung Kwang from B2B, Sungmin for Stray Kids, Stan, syempre, Stray Kids, and Jungho from 80s. Like I tell you, Jungho's voice is especially the highest vocal range of all the three that I have said, and to tell you the truth, I'm quite jealous by his vocal range. Like, is he even a boy? Like, oh my gosh, the vocal range of his is like a woman's vocal range, and especially when he hits high notes, especially in their songs, original songs by 80s, like I'm quite shook. No, scratch that. I'm literally shook by how high his voice gets and reach. So I hope that one day I could get that vocal range too, and sing his songs maybe. But the reason why I love Poem from the rendition of Mayfly, although I know, and I also love the original singing voice of IU, by the way, not to just so you know, I really love this. It's because of how they blended their voice together, and how Yun Kwang, mostly because since Yun Kwang is the sunbae or the singer of all of the three, like how he manages to just tackle their voice, and how to accentuate their voices through the techniques, and also how he places the members. It's really quite challenging, but I guess since he is like a born leader, he created a new version of Love Poem in another level. Like, I cannot forget their performance there, because I watched it live and I didn't stop watching it again and again, like constantly. So that's why it's included in my playlist, because it's really dreamy to the point na I decided to make my own cover of Love Poem. But since I'm not Korean, and I don't really understand fully in Korean, and also just singing in Korean is really horrible for me. So I decided to have a cover. I actually have a raw voice of mine in here in my laptop. So yeah, if you want to hear that, maybe I can post something. But yeah, I to the point that I really love their rendition that I have ginaya ko. My gosh, ang dami ko pang sinasabi. Ginaya ko yung yung version nila ng Love Poem in how they sung, because I really love their voice totally. So I think you can watch this on their performance on YouTube. You can just search it if you really want, because I'm definitely shook by their performance, and there's no doubt that after their performance there was no doubt in my mind that they already won, because since the first team that performed, the rival team was really palpak. So yeah, I just I knew that in there that they're gonna win. So yeah, next song is Radio by Henry Law. Oh my gosh, I love this. It okay on the radio. Yeah, that's the chorus, that's the hook, which is really a vibe, especially when they rendition this on Henry Low's YouTube channel. Henry More Henry is his channel, and I really love when he rendition it with Jessie, the one who Nunu Nana, like the one who sung Nunu Nana, and I think they make it a little more acoustic vibe. Although it's specifically, I know from the start that the Radio was a song that you can really turn into an acoustic vibe very easily. But when they sung it really brought me into tears. So I think that's the reason why I added this on my playlist recently. So yeah, recently ko lang siya nilagay, pero I just want to shout out that. Next, Next one is From My Bias from EXO. So yeah, EXO din po. EXO stan din po. Ang dami ko sinustan. I'm already multi-fandom, guys. This is from my bias in EXO, which is Kai, if you don't know. This is from his first mini album, from which is entitled Hello Stranger. This is like my favorite one. Second favorite one. The first one that I really love is MMH. That's the title, and that's like the one with the MV that he did during his promotional the promotional time span that he had in for his mini album. But Hello Stranger really struck me because it's really a very calm calmly sexy vibe. Wait, is that even a word? I'm sorry, but yeah, that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting. A little bit of sexy, um a little bit of calm and aesthetically pleasing sound from his voice. At first I really didn't know that Kai can have like a really good voice, because I know that he is the main dancer of EXO, and I was quite surprised as his bias, and now I'm even more in love. So yeah, that's all. So next from my playlist is Home by BTS, like Mikasa. I think if I'm not mistaken, they have performed this already in Jimmy Fallon yata, oo. And I really love this song because it's really a vibe. Like, especially if you just really want to feel good. Like, this is like a song. This is like a love song, calm vibe that I want to, just dance into. Especially the very the how Jimin's vocals and Jungkook's vocals together in that chorus it's really heaven, and angels are singing. Like, that's what I'm thinking about when they sung Home. It's so guys, just listen to it. Just that it's really awesome. I think whenever I hear that, the part that they go like, you gotta I'm sorry, it's very hoarse. I really don't like my voice right now. Why did I sing it in the first place? But yeah, that part is really it's so cute. It's so cute. I just can't stop. I can't stop. The colleague vibes going on, because it's like, a very good love song for the armies out there. So yeah, it's so good. So you guys could check that out. So I'm really quite stan here. Parang sabi nila, yan lang naman yung mga stan mo eh. So whatever. So next song from my playlist is Shine by Pentagon. This is really quite some time now, and the reason why I love Shine is that I actually discovered Shine. The Shine song from Pentagon is from a I think the K-pop public what is that? Yung K-pop covers in public. Like, I first heard this song from, one of the subscriptions that I think, if I'm not mistaken, Artbeat. Like, they have performed this song in public, and I really love the vibe, and that's where I really stand this particular song. And it's really, I just really want to vibe with it. It's mostly the lyrics is composed of, like, shy love for someone who you have a crush on. For, I think this is like an unrequited love song, but a very cute song, like not the ones that is really, sad. So yeah, it's a really good vibe. So yeah, if you want to, if you ever have a chance, if you really do want to, confess, maybe send this to your crush, this song. So, tapos kapag tinanong nila, bakit mo sinend yan? Like, pwede sabihin, tingnan mo yung lyrics. So, and when they search the lyrics, like, diba? Like, you're confessing in a very, very intellectual, not intellectual, but a very cute way, like, a very, unique way, like that, Oh, I'm very sorry if you could hear the bells chiming. Yeah, that's all that I can say. I'm really sorry if you can hear that. Anyway, let's move on. This is like the last two songs. So the second to the last song is Mapa by SBen 19, or the band version of Mapa. So Mapa is originally performed first by SB19, and then it was parang pinagsabay ng Ben and Ben in their band version, and it was really quite a vibe. I specifically do love the original one, but I preferred the Mappa version of SBen 19 because number one, I both love the two artists, the two bands, boy band in the other one specifically, and when they joined hands, I really love the vibe of just the band version, and hearing the drums and just the instruments in Mappa, especially when it is dedicated to our parents. It really gives off that melancholy vibe, and also I don't know, just the satisfying vibe of just very unique of saying thank you for. Basically, it's a very perfect vibe for that song, and it's really breathtaking to see them, especially in the live version of Mappa. I really do love it. To the most part, I literally cried because I really love not just the lyrics but how they interact with each other. It really brought me to tears, and just I really love them. That's all that I can say. So yeah, I hope that you can check that out if you want. Next, last but not the least, which I have already mentioned, this is like out of all of the songs that is listed or inside my universal playlist on Spotify, this is the only song that's really upbeat, and it's, if I would compare it to any other song, that would be Mic Drop by BTS. Like, the vibe, and also the lyrics, and how the wordplay is sung by and created by SB19 by here. Oh, I'm already sung. I'm already ano ulit. But anyway, yeah. How SB19 sung this is really mostly quite like the mic drop version of mic drop song of BTS, and I'll tell you why. First, it's because it's for the lyrics is addressed to the haters. Like, yeah, if you could see, ay wait, hindi ko pa pala sinasabi yung title ng song. Wait, this is Bazinga by SB19. It's currently in their newest single, Pagsibol, which is just like currently released. Yeah, I already said this. It's their newest single, but yeah, Bazinga is sung by SB19. Actually, I was debating if I would add into my universal playlist the Mana, which is also a song in their Pagsibol album, but I have chosen Bazinga in particular because I don't know, it's just upbeat, and it's like a power song for me, especially when when they shout Bazinga in in the chorus part. It really pumps the what do you call this, adrenaline inside me, and I just really want to dance. So it's a very hip hop vibe, like I mentioned. It's quite similar to, for me, it's quite similar to Mic Drop, because yeah, first thing, it's very upbeat like Mic Drop, and also the hook, and just and how they arrange the song is quite surprising, because it's really unlike SB19 in the past albums that they have released. I'm sorry. So yeah, if you guys want to check it out, I highly recommend this last song. So yeah. So how before I would end this, I just want to thank you guys for, I don't know, just listening to me ramble of all the things, ramble the quite weird things and I hope that you find funny facts about me. So yeah, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. So don't forget to like,